so bored. There's been nothing entertaining to do for months. And this search for the blue spider lily isn't going anywhere. I'm so sick of this. What's this? Is that... Why is there a human crying alone in the forest? In the middle of the night, no less. Hang on. You're not a human, are you? You're a demon. A feeble, pathetic demon, but a demon nonetheless. That's really not a good look for you, you know. The tears, they make you seem weak. Well, weaker than you already are. You're quite young, aren't you? You can't have been turned more than a few years ago. So, why are you crying, little demon? Don't! Look away from me. Stay still. That's it. Well, at least you have some survival instincts. It wouldn't be smart to disobey me. I can put an end to your existence without batting an eye. You're lucky I haven't done so already. In fact, you should be grateful I'm in such a forgiving mood right now. Pathetic creatures like you don't deserve to live. So I'll ask one more time. Why are you crying? You don't want to be a demon? You don't want to be a demon. You really are young, aren't you? Sitting here crying over your situation. Do you miss being human? Do you miss being weak and fragile? Fighting every day to stay alive because you're kind of so helpless that the simplest things like illness or infection could snuff out your life. Only for you to die a few mere decades later because the lifespan of a human is so pathetically short and inconsequential. Is that what you miss? You must still remember your human life. It hasn't nearly been long enough for you to have forgotten. Did you have human friends or family? A betrothed? People who'll miss you? Do you want to return to them? Or maybe you've already devoured them. While lost in your hunger for human flesh, maybe you killed everyone who ever meant anything to you. And now that the hunger is sated, you're back to a more balanced state of mind and you've been left to deal with the aftermath of your own actions. Oh, so feisty, little one. I must have struck a nerve. Lunging at me like that, it really seemed as if you thought you had a chance. Your strength is nothing compared to mine. Those little claws of yours couldn't even break my skin. Best to stop trying before my patience runs out and I no longer find you amusing. kill you? No, I won't. At least, not when you ask it of me so sadly. You intrigue me, I'll admit. Your circumstance is relatively unique. To be so self-aware as a newly turned demon is unusual. Most of those that I've seen turned almost immediately become drunk on their own new power. Either that or they lose themselves entirely, become little more than mindless animals, driven only by their craving for food. You seem to understand the full implications of what's happened to you, though. At least, from a human's perspective. Tell me, little one, do you know what demons are truly capable of? You see us as monsters, but do you have any idea what you're able to do now? The power you hold, what you're able to accomplish, any of it! You think your life is over now? Oh, you poor, stupid little creature. Your life is just beginning. Humans are limited by the concept of time. Their bodies grow old and frail, and they die before doing anything meaningful with their life. You, though, have an eternity ahead of you. Is there anything you wanted to do but knew you couldn't? Any dream or aspiration that you knew you'd never be able to fulfill because your puny little human lifespan would have never allowed for it? Well, come on. Speak up. I don't have all night. I suppose that works. You're still filled with that pathetically human sense of compassion, but it's not worth killing you over. You can do it now. Fulfill your dream and any others you can come up with. You can do whatever you want to. Assuming you're not killed by a demon slayer, of course. As you are now, you wouldn't even stand a chance against the lowest ranking member of the Corps. Any one of them could take your head in a heartbeat. You'll need to lay low for a while. Eat more, build up your strength. Maybe you'll even become powerful enough to develop your blood demon art. You don't want to eat humans! Well, unfortunately for you, you haven't been given much of a choice. You can eat, or you can abstain and eventually go mad from the hunger. Not that your willpower is anywhere near strong enough to resist the desire for food anyway. Don't cry. It's incredibly irritating. Besides, it's not as if I can do anything about it. You'll just need to learn to accept things as they are. Look, if you're really so adverse, you can set limits for yourself. We demons don't have to be complete mindless killers, you know. For example, I don't eat women. I've been this way for as long as I can remember. I suppose it must have come from some moral code I upheld back when I was human, and I've stuck to it all these years. There's also that bastard Doma. He has a particular taste for only beautiful women. Though it's in order to fulfill his own sick pleasures rather than for any kind of personal moral, and doesn't stop him from slaughtering men either. But do you see my point? You still have at least somewhat of a choice. If you are so disgusted by the image of demons that you have in your head, then don't be like that image. Shape your own idea of what it means to be a demon. You have the power to do so now. Well, I've wasted enough of my time here. I did actually have a reason for journeying to this forest, which I have now neglected. Give some thought to what I've said. Or don't. I don't really care. I doubt you'll survive much longer anyway. Whoa! Hey, what do you think you're doing? When exactly did I give you permission to touch me, you worthless piece of... Yeah, why are you looking at me like that? It's almost as if you want something from me. Stop that. It's unsettling. You... what? No. Why would I ever take you with me? I owe you nothing, you pathetic creature. You're lucky I don't just kill you for asking. I have things to do. Things far more important to me than you are. No, you can't join me. You'd only get in the way. Now leave. Are you crying again? Haven't I told you already not to do that? It's beneath you. Do you actually want to come with me that much? Or are you just afraid of being out here by yourself? What the hell? Fine. Yes, I said fine. Will you stop crying now? You're so pathetic it disgusts me. Well, come on. I'm not gonna wait for you forever. You can join me on my mission, but after that you're on your own. Do you understand? I mean it. I won't have dead weight like you dragging me down. You're persistent. It's almost admirable. If only you weren't so weak, I might actually believe you. But I know that more likely than not, you'll be dead within a year. Or maybe you'll get lucky and I'll teach you to become stronger. Whatever happens, it doesn't matter to me. Now let's go, little one. It's almost morning and there's a long way I need to travel before the sun rises. Try and keep up. Well. That surely was eventful, wasn't it, little demon? If you enjoyed the audio, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you'll know whenever we release upcoming audios. If you're an adult listener who's interested in spicier content, we've got exclusive content over on patreon.com/Anigomi. Or you can get yourself an audio tailored to your liking at anigomi.com/commissions. Let's have a sparring match next time we meet. I want to see just how much stronger you've become.